All right, we'll make a quick little video. All right, sorry, someone just sent me a retarded DM, so that's gonna delay this video for about like a few seconds. All right, but anyways, we're gonna get into this. So, corporations are out. All right, About for the Hill merch doing very well. We're manufacturing. All right, so you get a bunch of sector types. I wonder if there's a list. I guess I gotta do this, right? Yeah, all right. So this is what it looks like. This is the at. All right. You go to this page. You only need 500 KLC, 20 PC. Yeah, 1 quart per person. So choose a logo, choose sector type, right? You got agriculture, transportation, defense, finance, real estate, healthcare, manufacturing, media, mining, energy, retail, and technology, right? And then you can choose any of the 52 different territories and states and districts that we have available in the game right now. So you can choose from any of these sector types, and you go to a state. And so like this page probably is going to be used slightly more, because now you can actually go to a state and say, oh, this button now has a purpose. The economy page has a nice picture of the skyline here, gives you the aesthetic of the state, shows the GDP of all the different sectors going in and out. So this is Michigan manufacturing. Michigan manufacturing only has this much revenue, right? But it costs this amount of money, all right? And you get 10 actions per turn to do whatever shit you want to do in terms of your stuff, right? But what you want to do is when you make your corporation type, you want to stay within this sector because it gives you a bonus on the amount of money you earn. The bonus is 2.5% margin. So what you want to do is you want to go to a state. Let's say you have your corporation. Let's say I just made it. And you know, the politician has your corp here, so you could see it easy, and then you could see all the corporations by party. If you wanna do some Oppo research, you can just, for now, you can just look it up by doing it this method and seeing, oh, let's look at the corporations here. Right. So you can see it using this method. And all right. So you go to the state page. You want to take a chunk out of manufacturing. How much money does my corporation have? My corporation has 500K. I have barely enough to claim a sector in Minnesota or Michigan. However, my company is based in. Did I not save that page? My bad. My company is based in Ohio. So the state specialty and the home state gives plus 10% of margin bonuses because that's the home state. So go here. I can grab a sector, but I don't have enough money. So I probably could donate this to the corp. I still wouldn't have enough. I could wait a few turns and then pull it up. But since this is my home state, I get more margin. Right, and let's see if it shows you. Yeah, so these are the margins, right? So what's the best one? Tech has 9% margins. So far, tech is the best. Oh wow, mining is crazy margins. Anyway, but you can go through and look, right? I really just chose the shittiest fucking sector type, huh? Holy fuck. Holy shit. Anyways, go in here. You want to stay inside your sector. You can go outside of your sector and be like, oh, I'm gonna make Trump steaks and go into agriculture and as a manufacturing company. And you could do that, but you take a penalty on the margin percentage of profit you get. I chose the worst fucking corporation type. Oh my god. Anyways, what the fuck? What the flip, dude? What the flip? Anyways, so you go to, you go to a state, so you have neighboring bonuses, right? So your neighbors, so my HQ, for example, is in Ohio. Your neighbors for Ohio would be Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, Indiana, and Michigan. Now, all these Midwestern states, so like Illinois technically neighbors Michigan, so they also get it. These also connect. These also connect, right? Um, but the neighbor bonus is 5%. So ideally, what I would do is I would take PA, Michigan, and Illinois, or Indiana, because I get another 5% on top of the 10% from just being in Ohio. Now, at a certain point, right? So we could look at any of these companies, or we could do any sector actually. Probably Cali would probably be the most diluted. So let's see, finance. Let's see finance. Yeah, so dude, okay, so California got absolutely nuked in finance. That means somebody has all of these sectors already claimed. And so once it drops, you'll be able to split other people's sectors, right? And you'll get a percentage based off of a multitude of factors. It'll be based off of an oligopoly. It'll be based on oh, yeah, that's gonna be in the next update, but we're gonna have the wages, and that's gonna be with the union update, but don't worry about that right now. People in the wrong type. So let's say I'm an idiot and I want to make Trump steaks as a real estate or finance bro, right? If my sector type is real estate and I take an agriculture, let's say I take $1 million, right? Let's say I take $1 million, because you could see, right? Let's say I take let's say this was agriculture and I took this. You would be able to split my sector type easier because I'm in the wrong sector, right? And the wage stuff that'll be in the later update that you'll have to read changelog for. So if you so let's say you're this actually is kind of meta. So let's say you're a company and you're headquartered in California. If you wanted to only take California sectors and be a one-state company, you can do that, and you will have better defense against multi-state companies because you're solidified in one state. So that's sort of like a mom and pop corporation. They wanted to take over one state. You could do that. And then the different wage types minimum wage types will also have an effect on the amount of margin you get. There's also different state specialties, and there's penalties with regard to that. And if a company, let's say, right, so let's look at this real quick, right? So you actually see what I did. So I was claiming 1 million in PA, right? And I was spending money on that, and it was probably cheaper because it was PA, but I could get 5 million in revenue in New York, right? But why would I choose PA first before I went for New York? Because New York obviously has a bigger market. I went for PA because of the neighbor bonus. I get plus 5% on this map because my HQ gets 10, each of my neighbors gets 5. So it's good to be in like a sort of, I guess, what would a god tier state be? It really would depend, huh? Probably the Midwest, probably. I probably picked the best spawn, and that's probably why I picked the best type, because manufacturing, there's a lot of mid-tier states. This is lower, but mid. And by mid-tier, I mean mid-level, so not actually bad. These are actually pretty good. And you got, this is probably B, this is B. So probably Indiana, probably be decent. You get all of these. I chose Ohio, though, which gives me these nasty 2 ones, which suck. Probably should have chose Indiana. But it really is just whatever your strategy is. So anyways, let's go back to the lesson, right? So I chose, and then I was like, wait a second, I'm only getting $1 million. I'm only getting $1 million in revenue, but I have all this money. So you can go to New York, all right, and you want to split. Let's say me, I want to split manufacturing. Now it only has 10 million left in it. So if I go to split PA, it's actually comparable, but that's because I already dipped my toe in the pool. And so the same concept in how I'm taking, a large portion because it's a higher number value. The same concept can be applied to when you're competing against other corporations. When you're competing against other corporations, let's look at the top corps and the Republicans, right? America First, right? So let's do ages. Will it show me? It doesn't show us yet. But we'll see their revenue, right? And we can assume it's California. So let's say this entire value comes from California, right? 48 million. If you split that at 5%, it's better than any other state that you could split because of how much money is there. So if a company centralizes power and control in a certain state, you know, these high value states like California, they're going to be divvied up 12 ways from Sunday because of how much money is in there and because of the splitting opportunity. And there's certain benefits to getting to be able to split a company that's huge, right? And I mentioned this in the GOP Discord when someone pinged me, and I'll just read off a little bit of what I said because because it's honestly pretty insightful. So it's gonna be more fair and equitable. You know, let's say there's a multinational, you know, fucking oligarchy of corporations. There are companies that are going to be able to split that company, and it'll be easier for the smaller company to be able to split a bigger company because of the percentage, right? If you get 5% of 48 mil, that's a lot. But if they try to then attack you and spend, you know, their post-margin net income money, which they don't have that much of, and they have to be fending attacks from everyone, plus they only get 10 turns a thing, an hour or cycle, whatever. So they can take what, 5% or 10%, whatever, of a small sector. So it's more like mosquitoes and gnats being able to attack. But you have to think and remember they also get more income. So because of they are a larger company, they have to deal with more attacks. But because they're a larger company, they also get more money. And so that's like real life, right? You get more notoriety, more, you know. So anything else I wanted to add before I end this very short video that lasted apparently 12 minutes? Holy shit. What else? Once they reach a certain size, they lose efficiency and productivity. That's true. Certain market share, there are disadvantages. And so, yeah, I wouldn't recommend you go crazy and take, like, you know, a bunch of sectors, because let's say you want to stay under, let's say you want to be a mom and pop, you want to stay under 6 sectors, because that gives you bonus margin, right? So let's say this guy is California, General Hannibal, right? He's a corporate, he has a corporation, and all this revenue is all in California, right? He only has one sector, so he's gonna be getting a plus 10% margin on his California income, because they can focus on that one state and do all their work in that one state. Now that limits his growth opportunity in other states that would be more lucrative for him. But if he centralizes, and so like there's a bunch of different systems and different ways that small companies can exist in their own little niche. And there's downsides of being too big, just like there are in real life, right? So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I'm gonna get back to working, and so I'll sign off. You pieces of shit voted, and I kept getting DMs, and I need to close my DMs. I kept getting DMs saying, can you make a video? Can you please make a YouTube video? Please make a YouTube tutorial. Like, bro, I didn't realize I was doing a whole series. But anyways, stay battling, battlers. I just sent out a bunch of emails. We might be getting more people. We will be getting more people. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Anyways, take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, my charvlings.